This is a 1960 Triumph TR3A in pale yellow. It's a straight 4-cylinder, 100 horsepower engine and does 0 to 60 in 12 seconds. It sits 5 inches off the ground and is only 46 inches tall. This is a fun car to drive. This episode I'm with Melanie. Melanie and her wife Nicole are from Michigan and moved to the Triangle for Nicole's grad school. I'm Justin Burleson, and this is Relocators Riding with Realtors in the Triangle. You are from Michigan.
Yes.
Both you and Nicole are from Michigan, right?
Yes, we're both from Michigan.
And what made you guys decide to make a move down here?
My wife was going to grad school, and I wanted to move out of state, someplace on the East Coast with a little better weather than Michigan, and the Triangle fit the bill.
And Nicole is going to grad school for what?
She went to grad school at Duke to be a physician assistant. So she graduated a few years ago, and that's when we started our house hunt.
So Nicole finished her grad school, and you had the option, if you so chose, to move anywhere else in the country.
Yeah.
Did you even bother looking at options, or were you pretty happy here?
We didn't even look. We could have moved anywhere. We could have moved back to Michigan. We could have moved to other cities we've always been interested in. But there was no doubt that we were staying here. We immediately decided to buy a house and put down roots.
Yeah. And plus, with Nicole in the medical field, she has all kinds of options here locally for jobs. You know, even if she wanted to switch from one healthcare system to another, you know, there's lots of options.
There are, yeah, especially with the universities. There's so many opportunities.
Yep. Well, what's interesting about Durham is that downtown Raleigh had its revitalization about 5 or so years before downtown Durham did. And so downtown Durham, you know, Durham saw the effects of the revitalization of downtown Raleigh, and you know, took its cues from what worked with Raleigh. And so the downtown Durham revitalization is 5 years. It's still in the making. It's still in progress. Versus the downtown Raleigh, which has happened and it's kind of built out a good bit, where housing around downtown Raleigh is a lot more expensive now. But downtown Durham, there's still a lot of housing that's quite reasonable.
Yeah.
Walkable, yes, in certain areas from downtown, but certainly a short drive, and you can still get reasonable house prices.
Yeah. We know the slogan in Durham is "Keep it dirty."
Yep.
And that means down to earth, right? It means making things accessible and affordable for everyone. There's great places to eat, there's culture, there's a theater, there's a ballpark, there's always something to do. Really great beer.
Yep.
A lot of microbrews in Michigan and quite a few here too.
Yep, definitely a beer culture here.
Yeah, going downtown, sitting outside, having a beer.
Yeah.
Still have all the seasons. Beautiful fall day like today.
Yeah. Can't beat the weather.
College game days are pretty similar, no matter where you are.
Yeah. Yeah, we have lots of colleges and universities here. Obviously, the big three: NC State, UNC, and Duke. So,
yeah,
at any given time, there's a decent game on TV.
Or going out to watch a game.
Yep.
We actually run into people from Michigan all the time.
There are a ton of Michigan.
There are a lot of us down here. A lot of Midwesterners in general.
Yeah. And Northeasterners too.
Yeah, oh yeah. We even convinced Nicole's mom and stepdad to move down from Michigan because we love it so much, and now they love it. Yeah. And we're trying to recruit the rest of the family to move down here.
It's funny that that's a very common theme for people who move here is the fact that the rest of the family keeps the rest of the family follows down here very quickly afterwards once they start visiting here and seeing how the weather is and the way of life. You know, I help parents and siblings and grandparents move after the initial family moves all the time, actually. What do you like to do?
Oh, we go downtown. Mm-hmm. There's tons of restaurants, really great breweries. There's actually a cidery place that we love, Bull City Cider Works.
Yeah, I've been there. That's good.
Yeah, we go there. We take our dog and hang out and listen to music, and there's a lot of food trucks in the area. They stop by.
Food trucks are really big here.
The food trucks are huge, and the food is phenomenal. Like, better than you could get in a restaurant. The food trucks here are really top notch. And they serve all kinds of food, anything you could want. They have these food truck rodeos where like 60 trucks will come and you can just sample food from all of them. It's such a great time. There's always something like that going on in the area. There's so many festivals, music, sports, the baseball games, college basketball games, of course, are huge.
You said you have a dog. What do you have?
We have a poodle mix. She's a little thing.
And you take her out to as many places as you can go, I assume?
Yeah, it's a really dog-friendly city. So pretty much anywhere that has outdoor seating, which is a lot of places, we can take her, and it's great. She goes a lot of places with us. Yeah. She's pretty well known. And there's great places to hike in the area too. Yeah. The E03 River is beautiful. We take our bike out on the Tobacco Trail, go biking.
Tobacco Trail, the American Tobacco Trail is, I think, upwards of 40 miles long. Goes from the Durham ballpark, the Bulls ballpark in downtown Durham to like way past Apex. I can't even.
It goes through several counties. I know that. It's a great trail.
There's over 100 miles of greenways in the Triangle, and a lot of them are connected, so you don't necessarily have to take the same route every time.
Yeah. I feel like we're really lucky because when we moved here in 2009, it was like a really exciting time in Durham. A lot of things were popping up. There's a lot of growth. The city was rebuilding itself. And there was so much momentum and excitement around it that we just completely got caught up in it, and we wanted to be a part of it. We're really close to Raleigh and Chapel Hill. Pretty much everything's within 20 minutes. So we have a lot of favorite restaurants and places we like to go there too. Like we're just so lucky. We have so much near us. We'll go to Raleigh and go to this restaurant called Fiction Kitchen. It's all vegan and delicious. We'll go to Chapel Hill. We'll have tacos. We'll walk along Franklin Street, UNC campus, and then come back to Durham, where we feel like home.
And one of the beauties of this area is less than 30 minutes in the car, and you're in a completely different city that offers completely different things. You don't have to. It's not a day trip. You can go, come back, and still have all afternoon.
It's true, they all have different personalities. Chapel Hill Durham, Raleigh, Cary, Briar Creek, they all have different personalities.
Yep. Talk about the type of home you were looking for at the beginning, or what you thought you wanted.
We were really price sensitive, and location was probably one of the main important things for us.
You wanted to be close to Duke?
We wanted to be close to downtown, but we wanted to be in an area that, like, we wanted an established neighborhood, and we wanted a decent sized lot, probably a 2-story home. We both grew up in a 2-story home.
Yeah.
And being from Michigan, we wanted a basement and a garage, and then soon found out that those are pretty hard to come by.
Basements are few and far between here, unfortunately.
Yeah, and the basements we saw, we were definitely not interested in.
Right. A little leaky.
A little leaky, a little musty, yeah.
Actually not far from where we ended up finding a house. It was a little 2-story house that was really cute.
It was very cute. They did a nice job updating it. It showed really well in Realtor speak.
Yeah.
And yeah, we really liked it.
So we went under contract. The negotiations weren't the easiest.
No, they weren't.
They were asking a lot, and we liked the house, but and so they didn't drop very much, and so we ended up deciding to pay what they were close to what they were asking, and we got the contract and did the inspection.
Yeah.
And what happened?
Well, the inspection came back with a few issues, and we did some number crunching, decided we would change our offer to reflect that.
Because there were some things that came up that were
a
little on the significant side.
Yeah, enough to change the price, we thought.
Right.
And we came back with an offer that they didn't want to accept.
So we had to discuss if it was worth staying in or not.
Yeah. If we wanted to walk away or not. It was a tough decision, but we knew in our gut that it wasn't right.
Right. It would have cost more money in the long run to take what they were offering and pay out of pocket after closing.
Right.
And honestly, that's what a good inspection is there for. You're not rooting for something to be found in the inspection, but at the same time, if there's something to be found, you want it found so that you know everything that there is to know about the house, so you can make an educated decision.
Right, and you prepared us pretty well in knowing that there will be some things. There's always something.
Yes.
An inspection will always find something.
And it's usually the inspection that does oftentimes break a contract.
Yeah.
And that's why I always recommend really detailed inspectors, because it stinks to have to break a contract and lose the money that you put into it, but it's so much better to find out before you close than after you close, and then you owe all that kind of money on the repairs.
Yeah, absolutely. We really trusted the inspector that you recommended. He was great.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to follow his advice and your advice, and giving up I think it was $1,000 that we had, in to do that. Giving that up was
It's a big chunk of money.
It was a little painful, but like you said, not as painful as entering into a contract with a house that wasn't right.
Right.
But the degree of, I guess, what they find can change a lot.
It's all about degrees.
Yeah.
Doors that don't latch are 1 degree, and the foundation is crumbling is another degree.
Yeah.
So we ultimately decided to terminate that contract.
Right.
You lost a little money during the process, but that's part of the game.
Yep.
And then we found another house that seemed to fit the criteria a little bit better.
Yeah, it was another 2-story, bigger. It was next to some green space. It backed up to a trail. Had sat on a half-acre lot, and we liked the look of it. It actually looked like a house we would have found in Michigan.
And it was owned by Michiganders.
It was owned by Michiganders.
Michiganders,
yes.
Excuse me. And so the negotiations went a lot better.
It went pretty smoothly, actually. The whole process in buying that house was so smooth, and everything just felt like it was right.
And you moved into a neighborhood that was very welcoming, and all the neighbors, you're close with your neighbors now.
Yes, the neighbors are great. They were really close with the family that lived in the house previously.
And they moved because it was too small, right?
Yeah, they just needed more room. They didn't want to leave.
So they had 3 kids for a 3-bedroom house.
Yeah. They needed some space.
Yeah. And so you've been in the house for what, 5-6 years now?
6 this year, yeah.
And you've done a lot to the house to get it to improve it, huh?
We've done a lot to the house, yeah. There's not one room that we have not changed.
You've even added rooms.
We even added rooms. We added a sunroom, we added a deck, we painted the outside of the house, every room on the inside. It looks completely different. But we've done it gradually over the years, and that's what we wanted. We wanted to make it ours.
Yeah. So do you have any advice for people from Michigan or up that way who are thinking about making a move down here? Anything that would help them make the minds up?
Other than just do it?
Yeah.
Really, just do it. That's my advice. I tell all my friends how great it is. I want them all to move here. We're getting our family to move here. I don't think they really need advice. Maybe general house hunting advice.
Yeah. Well, that's where I come in.
That's where you come in, your expertise. Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's always worth a trip just to get an area tour. Understand what different areas of the triangle have to offer.
Yeah.
Even though we didn't know each other when you first made the trip.
Yeah.
We could have gone around and seen the sites and learned about what areas offer what different things and are convenient to different places of work and
yeah, that's really valuable advice, because there's so many different pockets, so many different areas.
But everything is still close. That's the
Everything's
beauty about
within
this
like
area.
20 minutes.
20 minutes.
Yeah,
Yep,
20 minutes, you'll be anywhere.